right, ladies and gentlemen, you are looking live at Hamlin Lions Club Field in beautiful downtown Hamlin, West Virginia for high school football Friday night here on the Armstrong family of networks. Tonight, it will be the camouflage-clad Lincoln County Panthers hosting the 12th-ranked team in AAA this week, Brian Vance, the Beckley Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagles. I'm merely Ryan Pritchard. Alongside my tag team partner is Mr. Brian Vance. We are bringing you another edition of the mellow smoothness that is the R&B show. And Brian, we're back here under the lights for week 5 of high school football.
And it is definitely football weather tonight.
Yes, it is.
Even though some of us are sitting here in shorts, I'm not saying any names, but it is definitely football weather. And I do appreciate, folks, again, if you've noticed this, Military Appreciation Night, did a nice, wonderful ceremony there, honoring some of the veterans here. Thank all the veterans for the service and what they've done for this country. You're so greatly appreciated. And the jerseys were donated by, who was that again?
Okay, Brian, that's right. The Lincoln County Panthers are wearing camouflage jerseys tonight with their black pants. And those were donated by Staff Sergeant Marcus Hartwell, a Buffalo High School graduate from Putnam County. He is currently with the U.S. National Guard, and he is new to our area as far as recruiting goes. And I do believe he brought those jerseys for the boys to wear tonight. And in another token of military appreciation was when the team there across the field, the Flying Eagles from Woodrow Wilson, as they were leaving the field, Brian, after the pregame warm-ups, and there was a line on our side of the field of our veterans that are here in attendance with us tonight and active military members, as each one of the Flying Eagles came by and shook each one of their hands on their way to the
class act. Very class. So to the folks maybe watching from down in Beckley, very impressed, classy team. I was really impressed by that. That was nice.
That was a really, really great gesture by those boys from the Beckley area. And Brian, almost equally as impressive is the Flying Eagle football team itself.
I think tonight we're going to see some speed, and maybe some more speed. And just to let you know, folks, their punter, I'm watching him warm-ups. I know we don't usually give the kickers credit. Dude, it was 50 yards every time in the air. Then he starts kicking field goals from the 40, and they're could be good from 50.
Yeah, number 33, Connor Mollahan, was just lighting it up here at Lions Club Field during pregame warm-ups, and he caught the eye of everyone that was here with his accuracy and more importantly, what I noticed was the ball placement of his punts.
Yes, I mean, that's a weapon to have. But, I mean, Beckley's going to have a lot of them. Like I said, they're 3-1 in the season.
Right.
You know, one lone loss, and that was coming to
Parkersburg South.
Parkersburg South, which has been a juggernaut this year. They beat Bluefield. They beat Riverside. You know, again, this is a good football team coming in there in Lincoln County. If you want to stay with this team tonight, again, it's the same thing. We can't have turnovers and can't shoot. We don't have the team that can overcome any huge mistakes. So what we just need to do is quit, no penalties. Don't hurt yourself.
Right.
And you know, we've been prone this year to do that.
You're right, Brian. The Panthers have not had any fair share of good luck or good fortune so far. They do come into this game 0-4. Beckley riding a bit of a wave, coming in at 3-1, ranked 12th in the AAA playoff race. And I think they may be, instead of pretenders, Brian, I think these Flying Eagles could be contenders.
Very well could be, because the AAA race definitely does look like it's going to be an exciting one this year.
And it looks like the Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagles are set to kick off to the camouflage-clad Lincoln County Panthers to begin tonight's contest. And there's the opening kickoff, and we're underway here at Lions Club Field. Ball taken at the 5-yard line, crosses the 10, the 15, and the 20. 25 gets a move, and then he's brought down by a host of Flying Eagles right around the 25-yard line.
Not a bad return. Not bad at all for the Panthers. And 25 is pretty good field position, and you can see definitely some closing speed.
Austin Atkins on the return for Lincoln County. All right, 1st and 10, Lincoln County at their own 25-yard line. 11:53 to go here in the first. We're just underway here at Lions Club Field.
Definitely expecting the run.
Blake Atkins under center, pitches to his right. Sweeping swing. It's a halfback pass, and he's got a man, and it's caught! Pass completed all the way down to the 44. First down, Lincoln County on Drew Banks on the reception from Austin Adkins, and first down Panthers right out of the gate, Brian, a chunk play.
What a wonderfully designed play, and definitely what Lincoln County needed to do coming out of the gate.
1st and 10, quick snap by Lincoln County. Brought down by a host of Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagles there. Gain of 1 on the play, 2nd down, 9 yards to go.
Yeah, because this is the first time this year, and when I said they had a 6-man front, and we've not seen a 6-man front all year.
Panthers break the huddle, 2 receivers split each way, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Blake Adkins, the quarterback, in the pistol formation, 1 running back behind him. Man in motion, left to right. Adkins takes and gives to the lone running back, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield for a loss. Maybe little or no gain on that play as they move the ball forward right back to the initial line of scrimmage. That's Isaiah Kuntz on the carry, Brian.
Yeah, I think there was 3 or 4 there. Again, just too much penetration. You can't give up that. And unfortunately for Isaiah, when you hesitate in the backfield, and he hesitated for just a second, it just allows it to come in. So against this team here, you're going to have to hit the hole and hit it hard.
No gain on that last play. It'll be 3rd down and 9 yards to go for Lincoln County. 2 tight ends and 2 receivers split, 1 each way. Adkins in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Again, a little hesitation in the backfield and then moves it forward. And he's going to pick up maybe 2.5 yards on that carry, Brian. And now decision time for Coach Brad Likens.
You know, it'll be interesting to see what Coach Likens, well, looks like he's going to try to punt. Go ahead and try to pin them deep.
Okay, so Likens playing the chess match with the Beckley team, Woodrow Wilson High School. 4th down, we'll call it 7.
See if we try to kick this one away from him. I think if we try to.
That punt is away. It's a wobbler. It's going to take a bounce at the 25, and it's going to take a Panther roll down to the 20. So not a bad punt there by Lincoln County as Beckley will take over for their initial possession of the game. 1st and 10 at their own 20.
At least on this drive, we did flip the field a little bit. That big pass play gave us, enough to where we pinned them a little bit deep. I mean, the 20's not terrible field position, but if we went for it 4th down, not got it, gave them the 50. That's not what you want to do. So
right. All right, 1st and 10 at the 20 for Woodrow Wilson. 9:34 to go here in the first quarter. Woodrow Wilson comes in a flex bone set. Takes and gives to his back running through. That's number 11.
Churning forward. Hard running.
I believe that was Noah Burrell. Sophomore, 5'8", 153. Gain of 9. It's going to be 2nd down and 1.
Yeah, he really should have held him. I mean, he gained the last 5 on his own. So, I mean, that's it's taught his running back, keep them legs churning, and that's exactly what he did. And you always fall forward.
Beckley breaks the huddle. 2nd down, 1 yard to go. Brian Ball resting on the 29. Sweep to the left. It's number 7, Tylay Kimball on the carry. And he shows a burst of speed when he turns the corner, Brian, and he's going to pick up about 15 yards, pushing the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Nice job that time. Link Kane's corner came up. He didn't make the tackle, but he slowed him up just enough to keep him away from, he doesn't slow him up. That's 6. So it was a nice job to come up and say, I didn't make the tackle, but I slowed him enough for pursuit to come.
Right. Kimball, another diminutive back, but 6 feet, 170 pounds. Quarterback takes and gives to the fullback, pushing the pile forward. Picks up about 5 yards.
Good surge right now by the Beckley offensive. That interior line is really surging off the ball.
Number 44, Leon Trey Smith on that carry.
Plus they're running this with those 2 quick wings and that fullback in the middle. You see what they're doing. They'll just run him, dive, and then catch you a little counter coming back the other way.
2nd down, 5 yards to go. Man in motion. It's a sweep to the right. Pitch goes to that motion man. And he's going to be met 3 yards after the line of scrimmage by a host of Panther defenders. That was number 4, Tavion Davis on the carry. Looks like Woodrow Wilson has a bevy of running backs, Brian, at their disposal tonight.
I believe they are. They just brought 2 more in.
Brings up a 3rd down and about a long 4, Brian, looks like. Ball resting at the Panther 47. Inside give is to the wingback, sweeping right, and he's going to pick up about 7 yards, and that's going to move the chains again for Woodrow Wilson.
Yeah, it's really, it turns out it's just an off-tackle play, and they do such a nice job of crashing in. I saw our outside linebacker coming up, so you had good containment outside. The only problem is they're just crashing down, running inside of him.
Right, number 35, Matthew Moore on that carry for Beckley, picking up the first down. 1st and 10. Beckley at the Panther 43. Dive play.
We had caught a blitz on that play, which worked. The only problem is we kind of overran that. We got pretty good. So when we overran that, he just cut up to where we had just blitzed from.
I see a lot of the game plan unfolding here, Brian, with Beckley's flex bone attack. They're going to keep it on the ground.
Yeah, I mean, it's working. You know what they always say: if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right. 2nd down, 1 yard to go for the first down. Fake the pitch, gives it to the dive man, going right up the middle, and he's going to pick up a nice chunk of yardage, 6, 7, maybe 8 yards on that play, and it's going to be a first down for Woodrow Wilson, right at the Lincoln County 30.
Yeah, for the Panthers, they're just going to have to find a way to at least get stalwart at the lines. You know, just kick, don't let them keep. I mean, they're going pushing our guys back 2 or 3 yards on every play.
Ball inside the 30. We'll call it the 29, folks. 1st and 10, Woodrow Wilson.
Coming to strength.
There's that inside counter to the wingback. Ball comes out. There's a pile.
And I think they were calling him down.
Pile. They want to call him down, Brian. We didn't hear the whistle. There was a mad scramble there for the football, as it apparently did come out. And he did get back on it, Brian. Good eyes there. And that's going to be an 8-yard gain for Woodrow Wilson. Almost they keep possession, though, Brian.
Almost a nightmare for Beckley. I mean, you're sitting here thinking, okay, we got a good drive going, a good drive doing, and the worst thing going to happen, we pop one out, around the 20. That'd have been like.
So we'll call it 2nd down and 1 for Woodrow Wilson.
Straight eye this time.
Straight eye this time, yes. 2 backs in the eye, gives it to the second man through, and he makes a cut off of the block from the fullback, and he is gone. Touchdown, Woodrow Wilson from 21 yards away.
Nice way. I like the way he hit the hole, made one cut. There's no dancing. I made one cut, bounce this way, and go.
That's right, Brian. And a beautiful run there, like you said, planted the foot, and 21 yards later, pay dirt.
Pay dirt.
So with 4:47 to go here in the first quarter, folks, Woodrow Wilson looking to tack on the extra point. There's the snap, spot, kick is up and true. And that extra point kick is good by number 33, Connor Mollahan.
They better put somebody outside the stadium when he's kicking.
I mean, he drained that one from, that was a great kick by Mollahan. So with 4:47 to go here in the first quarter, folks, Woodrow Wilson leads Lincoln County 7-0 here on Military Appreciation Night. We're going to take a quick break on the Armstrong family of networks. Be right back, folks.
That means unlimited gaming, unlimited streaming, and unlimited downloading with no fear of overage charges, delivered on our super reliable fiber optic network. But that's not all. Zoom's enhanced Wi-Fi provides complete coverage throughout your home to the devices that need it most, and it gets better each day. Take advantage of the best value in broadband. Zoom Extreme from Armstrong. The future is faster. The future is now. Level.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here on the Armstrong family of networks. Live high school football action here from Hamlin, West Virginia at Hamlin Lions Club Field. Currently, after their initial drive, Woodrow Wilson has punched in a touchdown on a 21-yard scoring run. With 4:47 to go here in the first, they lead it early, 7-0, getting ready to kick off to Lincoln County.
As you said, Ryan, it was methodical. I mean, it was just.
It was.
Grind it, grind it, grind it. I think we're going to let that one go in the end zone.
Nice kick by Mollahan into the end zone for a touchback. And Lincoln County will scrimmage from their own 20. All right, Brian. Little success in the first drive for Lincoln County. It stalled out at midfield. They flipped the field. What's Beckley do? They drive the ball 80 fields and put it in the end zone.
Yeah, for Lincoln County right now, you really need to get something positive, get some offense going. I mean, like I said, a score would be great here, it'd be absolutely fantastic, but you just got to get something positive, either through the ground, through the air, something. You've got to get something positive going here. You can't go 3 and out.
No, can't go 3 and out. So Lincoln County, 1st and 10 at the 20. Blake Atkins takes it, gives it to the man in motion. He's going to pick up positive yardage, about 4 yards on that carry, and it's going to be 2nd down and around 6.
Yeah, that was a nice play. You see, we brought the guy in motion there and then just kind of hit the inside, kind of a counter almost, even though it's with the motion, man. And he did a nice job. Like I said, he planted his foot, go upfield, gain 4 or 5.
So a nice play there on 1st down by Lincoln County. 2nd down, 6 yards to go for the 1st down. Adkins in the shotgun. Motion man coming right to left. Adkins takes, it's a play action, rolling to his right, looking, has a man short. That ball is caught, and then he's immediately brought down, and there is a penalty flag on the play, Brian.
Holding against Lincoln County.
So we'll see what the preliminary indication is from our referee. Walks over, picks up the flag, puts it back in his pocket.
Yep, holding.
There you go, Brian. It is a hold against Lincoln County. So Woodrow Wilson will accept that penalty and back the Panthers up all the way just outside the 10. We'll call it the 11.
This is something, like I said before, this is not the down and distance the Panthers like to be in. We like to operate, this long-distance situations. Maybe you get a quick hitter up the seam. That's what I'm thinking right now. Maybe get you a tight end up the seam.
So Adkins back in the shotgun. 2 receivers split each way. It's a straight drop.
There it is.
Adkins under pressure, has a man open, but just overthrows him by a couple of yards.
Good play call. That's exactly what happened. We ran the guy right up through the seam there. He had to step on the guy just a little bit overthrown. He catches that. It's a big gain.
It is. Pass was intended for Lucas Johaim, and it falls incomplete. So the Panthers now in dire straits, Brian. 3rd down and roughly 20 yards.
Screen. I'm thinking maybe get a screen, maybe hope to break one here. Something, because you don't want to have a turnover down here.
Right. Adkins in the shotgun. Straight drop. He's under pressure. There's your screen, Brian, and your pass is complete, and he almost shook the man he needed to get rid of. Austin Adkins on the reception. And, Brian, if he would have shook that one Beckley defender, I believe he'd still be running.
Yeah, that was the play. That was a big play right there, and that's a great job of the Beckley defender there. I can't get his number. He did a fantastic job of laying out and just swapping at the feet and getting that one foot caught up. But no, nice play call. That's exactly what you could have ran. And like you said, he breaks that tackle. We definitely get the 1st down.
Right. So 4th down, and we'll call it 16 as the Panthers are in punt formation. Gets the punt off. Short spiraling kick hits at the 40. Takes a Panther bounce across the 50. And it will roll dead at the Woodrow Wilson 48. 2:55 to go here in the 1st quarter, Brian. What have you seen so far?
Well, again, another big drive. It's just been methodical out of Beckley. And for the Panthers, they've had a couple opportunities. Like you said, a couple plays there that could have been huge plays. Again, just over an outstretched hand on the pass. Just one tackle here. And they just got to find a way to stop Beckley right here. You got to keep him out of the end zone if you can.
Right.
I'd like to thank really quick some of our sponsors real quick.
Sir.
I'd like to thank Joey's Pressure Washing Service. Jody's Pressure Washing Service. Anything houses. They even did the bleachers here. What a fantastic job they did.
All right, 1st and 10, Woodrow Wilson. Spread formation this outing. Takes and play action pass. Quarterback keeper, and he's got a lot of daylight. He's going to be wrestled down by a couple of Panthers defenders. And that's number 3, Jay Jones on the carry, senior, 6'1", 191.
And there was that missed tackle when you had him back here. And unfortunately, when you miss a tackle, I thought that was actually going for bigger yards than that. That was such a nice play design. You get Flo going one way, he comes back the other way, and you're counting on him making one person miss.
Right. So a gain of roughly 15 yards for Jones on that read option. 1st and 10, Woodrow Wilson at the Lincoln County 38. Spread formation, 2 receivers split wide left. Jones in the shotgun. Takes, swings it out to his running back. That's number That is number 35, Matt Moore. Matt Moore and his friends are going to push the pile forward after the initial hit. And it looks like Woodrow Wilson's going to have another first down, Brian, on a hard run by Moore.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you, the outside linebacker for the Panthers came up pretty quickly to hit him, but he's tough to bring down. So he shedded 2 tackles and then just started pushing the pile to get the first down.
Matt Moore's a senior, 6 feet, 220.
That's a big boy.
So 1st and 10, Woodrow Wilson at the Lincoln County 27.
But you see what they did here. They split it out, and you're forcing our linebacker to cover this back out of the backfield. It's a tough play.
Takes and gives to the second man through. That's number 11, Noah Burrell.
Nice job with the interior of that line that time.
Yeah, nice pursuit angles there by Lincoln County, Brian. You're right. They stopped him right at the line of scrimmage. Minimal gain, maybe a yard. 2nd down and 9 for the Flying Eagles.
Be interesting to see if they do the same thing. If they split these 2 receivers out, it's really a tough play in that outside linebacker at that because he's got the back out of the backfield. Up, they came back to the bread and butter they've been running.
Just a sweep to the right.
Nice
and
job.
He's going to be brought down in the backfield. Number 7 for Woodrow Wilson, Tyree Kimball on the carry. There's Drew Banks on the stop. A nice pursuit there by Banks.
Did a nice job. Again, I thought, oh, no, here comes a big gain. Did a nice job that time. Like I said, didn't have to be anything to slow him up enough. Hold on, let the pursuit come.
So 3rd down, and we'll call it 10 for Woodrow Wilson.
Big down for the Panthers right here. I would say this is 2-down territory, but with their kicker, they may try a field goal.
So spread formation, 2 receivers split wide left. Jones in the shotgun takes straight drop, 3-step drop, fires a slant pattern, and that is caught very nicely on a beautifully executed play by Woodrow Wilson, waiting to get that gentleman's number who caught the pass. And that pass is going to set up Woodrow Wilson. That's the end of the first quarter, folks, just outside the 10-yard line. We'll call it the 12, and we'll be right back after this quick break on the Armstrong family of networks.
The future is faster. The future is now. Level up your internet. Zoom Extreme from Armstrong gives you unlimited data at our fastest speeds available. That means unlimited gaming, unlimited streaming, and unlimited downloading with no fear of overage charges, delivered on our super reliable fiber optic network. But that's not all. Zoom's enhanced Wi-Fi provides complete coverage throughout your home to the devices that need it most, and it gets better each day. Take advantage of the best value in broadband. Zoom Extreme from Armstrong. The future is faster. The future is now. Level up your internet. Zoom Extreme from Armstrong gives you unlimited data at our fastest speeds available. That means unlimited game.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at Lions Club Field for the start of the second quarter here at Friday Night Football, high school football. Lincoln County entertaining and hosting the Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagles. Beckley currently, Brian, getting ready to start this second quarter in really good shape just outside the Lincoln County 10-yard line.
Yep, it's 1st and goal, so they can't get the first down. They got 4 downs to get it in. See if we can get a big stand here inside the 10.
I formation by the Flying Eagles. Gives it to the second man through, right off tackle. And he's going to push himself forward to the 5, a gain of 5 on the carry. 2nd down and goal for Beckley.
Yeah, that's just that old bull. I mean, they're just lowering their head and going. Get what you can get. Mitchell runs hard.
Yes, he does.
Well, like you said, they got a plethora, a stable of backs.
They sure
bringing
do.
In.
Flex bone formation, 2 wings, 1 each way. Quarterback under center takes. There's that inside hammer. And he is in for the Woodrow Wilson touchdown from 5 yards away. Beckley increases their lead to 13-0 with 11:22 to go here in the first half.
That counter's working so well because when they hand it to him, they're sealing off that side, and he's just cutting back every time. He just plants his foot, cuts back upfield, and picks his way through.
All right, so it looks like number 33 Connor Mollahan in to attempt the extra point kick. Snap, spot, kick is up, and it clears the concession stand easily, and it's good. So with 11:22 to go here in the second quarter, it's Woodrow Wilson 14, Lincoln County nothing here on Military Appreciation Night. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this message.
No fear of overage charges, delivered on our super reliable fiber optic network. But that's not all. Zoom's enhanced Wi-Fi provides complete coverage throughout your home. It gets better each day. Take advantage of the best value in broadband. Zoom Extreme from Armstrong. The future is faster. The future is now. Level up your internet. Zoom Extreme from Armstrong gives you unlimited data at our fastest speeds available. That means unlimited gaming, unlimited streaming, and unlimited downloading with no fear of overage charges, delivered on our super reliable fiber optic network. But that's not all. Zoom's enhanced Wi-Fi provides complete coverage throughout your home to the devices that need it most. And it gets better.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here at Lions Club Field live with Friday night football action. Woodrow Wilson scores on a 5-yard touchdown run, Brian, to increase their lead to 14-0. 11:22 to go here in the first half. Flying Eagles set to kick off to the Lincoln County Panthers.
Drew Banks and Austin Aggins back to receive this.
Okay.
Boot.
Mollahan set to kick. Tees it up. Puts the boot to it. Drives the ball deep down to the 3-yard line where the Panthers will field the return, and here they come. Nice return over the 20-yard line to about the 24-yard line. Lincoln County will set up for their third drive of the night, Brian. 1st and 10 at their own 25.
And yet they've been close tonight, like we've said earlier, on a couple plays. You know, that screen pass was a well-designed play. I mean, it was nice. It was there. We just got to make one tackle.
1st and 10, Lincoln County. 11:14 to go here in the first half. Blake Adkins, quarterback, in the shotgun. One receiver split to his right. Two receivers split to his left. Man in motion, sets up right. Takes and gives to his lone running back. I believe that's Austin Adkins on the carry. He's going to pick up maybe 3 yards on that. 2nd down coming.
Yeah, luckily he was down. Ball did come out. Not a bad, 3 yards on 1st down, not a bad carry.
2nd down, we'll call it 7 yards to go for Lincoln County. Hoping to secure that first win tonight. Tough opponent in the Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagles. Currently ranked 12th this week in AAA football. Adkins in the shotgun, sends a man in motion, right to left. Takes, straight drop, rolling to his right, rolling, looking. Has a man underneath, and he is, wow, brought down hard. Pass is complete, and then again, brought down without much room to run.
That was
and he's going to pick up about 4 yards, Brian, but whew.
Jay Jones, that's the middle linebacker and quarterback. And that was set up. That's the one the receiver goes, whoo. Okay, good way to hold on to it. I mean, it was
great catch. Great catch.
Absolutely.
But nowhere to run after that catch, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and manageable, Brian. We'll call it 4 yards. Lincoln County is going to the play clock down to 7. I believe Coach Likens is standing there with the side judge. He's going to call a timeout and does so. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back here on the Armstrong family of networks.
Your home to the devices that need it most. And it gets better each day. Take advantage of the best value in broadband. Zoom Extreme from Armstrong. The future is faster. The future is now. Level up your internet. Zoom Extreme from Armstrong gives you unlimited data at our fastest speeds available. That means unlimited gaming, unlimited streaming, and unlimited downloading with no fear of overage charges, delivered on our super reliable fiber optic network. But that's not all. Zoom's enhanced Wi-Fi provides complete coverage throughout your home to the devices that need it most. And it gets better each day. Take advantage of the best value in broadband. Zoom Extreme from Armstrong. The future is faster. The future is now. Level up your internet. Zoom Extreme from Armstrong gives you unlimited data at our fastest speeds available. That means unlimited gaming, unlimited streaming, and unlimited downloading with no fear of overage charges, delivered on our super reliable fiber optic network. But that's not all. Zoom's enhanced Wi-Fi provides complete coverage through
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here for 3rd down and 4. Lincoln County in the shotgun. Adkins takes the snap and gives it right up the middle, and the Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagle defense was ready for that one, Brian, as they stymie that play and hold him right at the line of scrimmage, maybe even a slight loss on that play, bringing up a critical 4th down for Lincoln County.
Yeah, that was, I guess, trying to hit that quick hit or maybe catch him off guard a little bit, hit a quick dive play to pick up the 3 there, but Woodrow Wilson was right there waiting on it.
So Lincoln County in punt formation, 4th down and 5 from their own 30.
Kimball back deep.
It's a nice spiraling punt.
Can be returned.
Fielded cleanly by Tyler Kimball. Streaking to his right. Crossing the 50. 45 and then drugged down just outside the 40-yard line, and Woodrow Wilson will have great field position, Brian, to start their next drive in Lincoln County territory at the Panther 41.
Yeah, it looked like that was number 40, David Stevens. Did a nice job just to get him out of bounds because I saw bad things happen when he first caught that one.
1st and 10, Woodrow Wilson. They spot the ball just outside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. They lead at 14-0 with exactly 9 minutes to go here in the first half. We hope everyone who's enjoying our YouTube stream and our live broadcast on the Armstrong family of networks sit back and enjoy some high school football. Gives it to the fullback right up the middle. No, great counter play down the right sideline. 10-5, touchdown Woodrow Wilson from 40 yards out. Wow, what an explosive play.
Yeah, that same inside counter trap that time to Kimball, and as soon as he got the ball, the hole just opened wide open like the Red Sea parting.
Well, to Jay Jones' credit, he faked me out from up here. I thought he gave it to the fullback, and I think that's what the Lincoln County defense thought too, Brian, as Kimball streaked down the sideline untouched for a 40-yard score. Mollahan in to attempt the extra point kick. There's the snap, spot, kick is up, and it is good. And as he blasts it over the concession stand again. So with 8:53 to go here in the first half, Woodrow Wilson leads Lincoln County 21-0. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back here on the Armstrong family of networks.
Each day, take advantage of the best value in broadband. Zoom Extreme from Armstrong. The future is faster. The future is now. Level up your internet. Zoom Extreme from Armstrong gives you unlimited data at our fastest speeds available. That means unlimited gaming, unlimited streaming, and unlimited downloading with no fear of overage charges, delivered on our super reliable fiber optic network. But that's not all. Zoom's enhanced Wi-Fi.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here live at Hamlin Lions Club Field as the Beckley Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagles score on their first play from scrimmage. On that particular drive, 40 yards away from running back Tyler Kimball. And they lead at 21-0 with 8:53 to go here in the first half. Connor Mollahan tees up the ball, ready to kick off to the Panthers.
I will say the military appreciation uniforms do look nice, and I do love them, but these numbers are hard to see up here.
You got that? Well, it's camouflage. I don't think we're meant to see those, Brian. And Mollahan's kickoff hits at the 5 and goes into the end zone for his second touchback of the evening.
And I can tell you, that kid right there is a weapon. I mean, I know folks, you see it all the time, and definitely in pro and college football, but if they go to the playoffs, having a guy that can kick that well is a weapon. That's a huge one to have in your back pocket.
So 1st and 10 Lincoln County as they begin their next drive here in the first half at their own 20.
Just struggling to find anything. They can get 2 or 3 yards one play, and then after that, here's a nice cutback run.
And he's drugged down right there after a Isaiah Kuntz on that carry. Picks up 3 on that.
MJ Staples does a nice job. I mean, again, a nice job to get the 3. We were hoping maybe he could cut one more, and then Staples, no. That's about all you get.
So nice backside contained there by Staples. Lincoln County looking at a 2nd down and 7. Blake Adkins under center, 3 backs behind him. 1 receiver split wide right. Takes and gives it to the, trying to skirt that corner, Brian, but the Woodrow Wilson defenders having nothing of that, and it's going to be a loss on the play.
That's Connor Ray. Came up, Again, first off, when I first saw it break, I thought, okay, you might pick up something. And Connor Ray, again, does a nice job of coming up and making a tackle.
Kuntz again on the carry. Little or no gain on that play. 3rd down, and we'll call it 7.
Again, I've been impressed with Woodrow's team speed, overall defensive speed. I mean, speed kills.
Adkins under center. 3 running backs behind him once again. Take play action pass to his right. Has a man wide open, and it's caught. And then he's pushed out of bounds after a nice gain right at the 40-yard line. And that's going to be 10, 15, almost a 20-yard pickup, Brian, on a nice little flood pass.
Tell you what, I really like the action. If you notice, probably folks may not saw this, but we kind of flared it back out. So they had to respect the screen coming back to the backside. So some of the defensive linemen took off that way. And Blake did a nice job that time, staying under composure, made a nice throw, and boom, 1st down.
So 1st and 10, Lincoln County at their own 40. Adkins under center. It's a power play. Ball's on the turf. Ball has come out. Woodrow Wilson saying they signal. The referee agrees. And there is a killer as Lincoln County's turned the ball over on the wrong side of the 50, Brian. And Beckley already comfortably in front, 21-0, looking to add more points now.
As we said earlier, we have this knack of getting something positive going. It's had a nice little drive, just completed this pass, and shoot ourselves in the foot.
So it will be 1st and 10 for the Flying Eagles at the Panther 35 on this ensuing possession. Flexbone formation. Everybody in tight for Woodrow Wilson. Inside give is to number 35. That's Matt Moore, churning, chugging those legs, pushing the pile. 10, 12, give him 13 yards on that carry, Brian. Wow.
And I know if folks noticed this, that was a double handoff.
In the backfield, yes, it was.
He handed off to the first guy coming through, and then he comes back and hits the counter coming the other way.
So nice misdirection play there, Brian.
Only way to stop that is you're going to have some of this interior penetration. You're going to have to get something there because if the linebackers, that's tough to read on a linebacker.
Wow. 1st and 10, Woodrow Wilson at the Panther 23. Takes and gives it to his wingback, sweeping left. Down inside the 10 to about the 7-yard line goes the Woodrow Wilson offense. And it's going to be 1st and goal now for the Flying Eagles.
Just an off tackle. I mean, they're running that off tackle play, but they're just, instead of out of the traditional I backfield, we got that fullback leading. They're just running an off tackle at the inside, almost like a veer almost, and picking up huge chunks with that.
So 1st and 10, Woodrow Wilson. I'm sorry, correction. 1st and goal, Woodrow Wilson at the Panther 7. Another tight formation, flexbone, man in motion. And that is Jay Jones, who fakes the dive and then fakes the inside reverse, keeps it himself, and he walks in unscathed for a 7-yard score.
Capitalize on the turnover real quickly. 3 plays after the turnover, and just like that, boom. I mean, you can't give an offense like this opportunities, not extra opportunities.
Not. Absolutely not. So Connor Mollahan comes in to attempt the extra point kick again. 6:05 to go here in the first half. Looking to add to their lead. Snap, spot, kick is up, and it is good for Mollahan, who is 4 for 4 tonight on EXPs. And with 6:05 to go here in the first half, Brian, Woodrow Wilson leading 28-0.
And I can tell you, I hope they got some insurance on the cars behind the press box as far as he's kicking it.
He's cleared it on this end 3 times with room to spare.
Speaking of insurance, we'd like to thank one of our sponsors, Lincoln Agency. Give Christy a call for all your insurance needs. Home, auto, boat, they can take care of it all.
Dynamite segue, Mr. Vance.
Also like to thank City National Bank of Hamlin and West Hamlin. J.D. Powers, I think they're like 4 or 5 time J.D. Powers award-winning bank now.
I think they should just give it to them every year.
They do a fantastic job, folks.
They really do. So, Brian, 6:05 to go, first half. You're down 28-0. And if you're Lincoln County, what are you looking for here, Coach?
You got to look. You got to keep your kids. Tell them we've had some positive plays. Like I said, the last play we had that nice big first down drive. You get a little momentum and we turn it over. We've had a long pass that's just over the outstretched hand. So it's like you just got to keep your kids believing that we're there. We're working. You just keep working on the process. You hear these coaches all the time talking about the process. That's what you're doing now.
So Connor Mollahan kicks off, and it is fielded by the Panthers at the 3. Looking for a seam. Bounces off one defender. Pushing that return up nicely is Lincoln County, pushing that pile. Finally gets bogged down right at the 30-yard line. So a nice return of 27 yards. Panthers will set up shop again, Brian, at their own 30.
Yeah, you got a good return, but that's, like I said, I've seen a lot of coaches talk about that process, and what I mean by that process is there's something you're building towards, and you're trying to improve every single day, and that's what they're doing now. If you look at the Panthers, they've seen like you're close to having some nice big chunk plays.
Right. 1st and 10, Lincoln County, 5:51 to go here in the first half. Woodrow Wilson leading comfortably, 28-0. Blake Adkins in the shotgun. Play action pass, rolling to his right, rolling. He's going to be dragged down from behind. Quarterback sack, loss of 10 on that play, Brian. Wow.
Yeah, just they came off the outside corner there, so much speed. No chance for a lineman to get out there. He's just so quick. You hope they can maybe get a hand to push him because that's not a big play right there, just speed.
So a loss of 10 on that play as Lincoln County is going in the wrong direction here. 2nd down, 20 yards to go.
Now, there's a couple things you can come back to right here. The one seam route to Joheim that we hit. Maybe you look at that one again. Again, the screen passes have been there.
Adkins makes 2 fakes, looking for a man, and it's going to fall incomplete as he throws it behind his intended target. Granted, Adkins was under immense pressure there from the Beckley defense, and it's going to bring up 3rd and long for Lincoln County.
Wasn't a bad play by Adkins that time. He was under so much duress. It's, just get rid of this. I don't want to lose any more. So rather than take the sack, try to make this, just get it up somewhere where we can live another down.
Right. So 3rd down, and we'll call it 20 for Lincoln County. 3 receivers trips to the left, 1 to the boundary right. Adkins in the shotgun.
Yeah, I think Beckley's now rolling rush. Maybe they make him 5 now.
Adkins takes, straight drop, looking. Nice pocket. It's almost clean. He tries to get away. Oh, no, he's dragged down as he lets that one go, and it is intercepted as the Beckley defender racing towards the end zone, and he is pushed out of bounds. That's number 22, Bryce Ford, on the interception, Brian, all the way down to the Panther 1.
Yeah, that one kind of maybe an ill-advised pass because he was under a lot of duress right there, and you got to know that's coming because I think maybe he thought once he got out of the pocket that nobody was coming behind him, but you got to expect the way Beckley flies around the field, they're coming.
Right. 4:47 to go here in the first half, folks, and Woodrow Wilson knocking on the door for another score, scrimmaging from the Panther 2. Tight formation once again. Gives it to the first man through, and he's going to be swarmed under and knifed down at the 1.
Nice penetration that time. I mean, we've got actually, that middle of the interior of the line that time did a nice job of clobbing up the lane so he had nowhere to go.
2nd down and goal for Woodrow Wilson. Scrimmaging from the Panther 1. Flying Eagles break the huddle. Another tight formation.
Probably off tackle maybe this time.
Jones under center. There's that off tackle, Brian. You called it. And that's number 7, Tyler Kimball, making another trip to the end zone as the Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagles increase their lead to 34-0.
Well, again, as we said also, little segue here. You're going to like this one.
Okay.
If he's kicking to the cars and you need a new one, go to Thornhill GM Ford Mitsubishi and Toyota dealerships. Large stock out in stock, and you know what?
Snap, spot,
and you might need one after that kick.
Another phenomenal kick from Mollahan, and with 4:09 to go here in the first half, Woodrow Wilson comfortably in front of Lincoln County 35-0. Folks, we'll be right back after this brief message.
Internet. Zoom Extreme from Armstrong gives you unlimited data at our fastest speeds available. That means unlimited gaming, unlimited streaming, and unlimited downloading with no fear of overage charges, delivered on our super reliable fiber optic network. But that's not all. Zoom's enhanced Wi-Fi provides complete coverage throughout your home to the devices that need it most, and it gets better each day. Take advantage of the best value in broadband. Zoom Extreme from Armstrong. The future is faster. The future is now. Level up your internet. Zoom Extreme from Armstrong gives you unlimited data at our fastest.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here on the Armstrong family of networks. It's Friday night high school football action under the lights in Hamlin, West Virginia. It's Military Appreciation Night here in Hamlin, West Virginia, as the camouflage-clad Lincoln County Panthers play host to the 12th-ranked team in AAA, the Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagles. And Brian, the Eagles are flying high right now.
The Eagles are flexing their muscles. They're earning that number 12 ranking right now.
Nice deep kick again by Mollahan, fielded at the Panther 2.
Still some big collisions going on.
Nice return there. Austin Adkins finally brought down as he crosses the 20-yard line to about the 25, and that's where Lincoln County will set up their next drive.
Again, if you're Lincoln County, you can't turn it over. They've had 2 turnovers and 2 drives. You got to get a couple first downs here, and that's what I think you're focused on right now if you're the coach, is just pick up a couple first downs. Let's get a little momentum.
1st and 10 Lincoln County at their own 25-yard line. 3:58 to go here in the first half, folks. Panthers looking for some offense. Blake Adkins in the shotgun. Take rolling to his left. Blake's going to have to get out of there, and he does, and he flips it very nonchalantly. And there's a nice bit of running on the quick pitch and catch. And that's going to pick up 25, almost 30 yards on that play to Drew Banks, Brian. That was very, maybe Patrick Mahomes-esque by Adkins to Banks.
That was, man, look up. There's people around me. Look who I see. Here you go, baby. That was a nice play by Blake that time.
So a nice chunk play finally as the Panthers show signs of life late here in the first half. 3:27 to go on a rolling clock at Lions Club Field. Panthers on the Woodrow Wilson 44.
I think we're getting a timeout.
Referees blow it dead, and you're right, Brian. It's a timeout by Lincoln County. And, folks, we're going to take it with them, and we'll be right back here on the Armstrong family of networks.
Unlimited gaming, unlimited streaming, and unlimited downloading with no fear of overage charges, delivered on our super reliable fiber optic network. But that's not all. Zoom's enhanced Wi-Fi provides complete coverage throughout your home to the devices that need it most, and it gets better each day. Take advantage of the best value in broadband. Zoom Extreme from Armstrong. The future is faster. The future is now. Level up your internet. Zoom Extreme from Armstrong gives you unlimited data at our fastest speeds available. That means unlimited gaming, unlimited streaming, and unlimited downloading with no fear of overage charges, delivered on our super reliable fiber optic network.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here at Lions Club Field, and a little Cotton Eye Joe action happening here as my colleague and tag team partner is doing a little seat dancing over here. We're having fun here at Lions Club Field, folks. Military Appreciation Night. Lincoln County, after a nice impromptu pass play from Adkins to Banks, gives Lincoln County a 1st and 10 at the Woodrow Wilson 46-yard line. Adkins in the shotgun. Play action pass rolling to his left. Avoids one defender. Looking. He's going to keep this one. He's going to get what he can, and he's brought down after a 4-yard gain.
Nice job,
bring up
Blake.
2nd down and 6, Brian.
Nice job, Blake. After he made the first guy miss, he saw quickly that no one's open, so just tuck it and get what you can get out of it. That's a nice job by Blake that time.
So 2nd down, we'll call it 6 yards to go for Lincoln County. Shotgun formation. One receiver split to the right, 2 to the left. Adkins takes, shovel pass to the inside man, and Woodrow Wilson's defense is all over that. He's going to pick up a yard and push the ball just inside the 40.
I will say, I'm really impressed with these high school centers nowadays. Everybody going to shotgun formation. You got a shotgun and block a guy at the same time. I mean, it seems like they make it look easy. It's not. I mean, and getting the snap back perfect every single time.
So 3rd down, and we'll call it 6 for Lincoln County. Adkins in the pistol formation this time. Takes and gives it to his lone running back, who bounces off a wall of defenders to the right side, looking for a block. Gets one, picks up what he can, and Brian, he's going to pick up about 4 yards. He needed 6, and it's going to be 4th, and we'll call it 2 for Lincoln County here with 1:54 to go.
Yeah, I might want to think. I thought maybe Isaiah may have cut that back real hard, maybe catch the guy off guard and try to push his way in for that first down. This will be big. I think I really needs to pick up this first down here.
4th down, and we'll call it a long one. Adkins takes, gives it to the first man through, and he's going to be swallowed up, Brian. He's not going to get to the sticks, and he's going to be swarmed under by the interior line of the Flying Eagles defense, and that's going to be a turnover on downs, giving the ball right back to Woodrow Wilson.
Yeah, we haven't had much success up the middle all night, so that play kind of surprised me just a little bit.
So again, Woodrow Wilson's defense stiffens as Lincoln County moves into their side of the field, and they will take over with 1:29 to go here in the first half. Ball resting just outside the 40 at their own 39. Woodrow Wilson goes into a spread formation. 2 receivers split wide right. Jay Jones takes, and he's looking for that deep man. Got a man over there, and it is caught as he splits 2 defenders for the catch. What a great pitch and catch from Jones.
The number 11.
Number 11, I believe that's Noah Burrell, the recipient of that pass, and that's a nice big chunk play here, Brian, right before halftime.
He almost did a nice job of kind of shielded the defender. He slowed down for a second and then kind of caught another little gear to give him a little separation in that. That was a pretty savvy play.
So pickup of almost 30 yards. We'll call it 31 on the catch. 1st and 10, Woodrow Wilson at the Lincoln County 31. Jones is going to take and swing it over to his back. That's Darmonte Mitchell. And he's going to be stopped after he makes the initial catch for a loss on the play of about 2 yards. Timeout, Woodrow Wilson. 36 seconds on the clock.
That was a nice job. I mean, I think Lincoln County they'd seen that once too many times tonight.
Right.
And did a nice job of recognizing the formation they were in. And as soon as he came out of the backfield, they were flying up.
So while we have this timeout, Brian, let's thank a few of our sponsors once again.
Again, we'd like to thank City National Bank. We'd like to thank Jody's Pressure Washing Service. Give him a shout for all your pressure washing needs. I'd like to thank Lincoln Agency. Give Christy a call for all your insurance needs. She's my agent and love her to death. She's wonderful, folks. We also like to thank Thornhill, GM, Ford, Mitsubishi, and Toyota of Chapmanville. Guys, go up there, give them a shout. 4 dealerships, a lot of cars. And right now, folks, I can tell you, if you go to a lot of dealerships, there's not many up there. So they got a shipment in, but they're going fast. So
that's right.
Stop by and see if they can make you a deal.
All right, so with 36.1 seconds to go here in the first half, Woodrow Wilson facing a 2nd down, and we'll call it 13. Jay Jones takes the shotgun snap. It's a straight draw back, and he's looking deep once again. Flag pattern over to the sideline, and that ball is going to be broken up nicely by the Lincoln County defense, Brian. A pair of defenders back there breaking up that pass.
Yeah, that one hung for quite a while. I mean, it was pretty much right on target, but that one hung for quite a while. I thought, those are the ones that sometimes get picked and go the other way, but good job of the defense of catching up with that. Had pretty good coverage.
Pass intended for Christian Stewart. It's going to bring up 3rd down, and we'll call it 13 as the Flying Eagles have possession at the Lincoln County 34. Jones in the shotgun, takes the snap, and gives it to one of his backs who squirts through the hole and picks up a nice chunk play down inside the Panther 10.
Yeah, I think Lincoln County was expecting that pass again. They hit that little inside seam right there, and boom, he's gone.
Nice piece of running as they spot the ball right on the 10-yard line. Timeout, Woodrow Wilson.
Again, been really impressed with the stable of backs they have. I mean, they just keep putting one in, and they all look the same. Even though that some of them
right.
might be a little quicker, they've got size. Again, this is going to be a tough team when it comes playoff time.
You're right. So 20.6 seconds to go here in the first half, folks. Beckley knocking on the door once again at the Lincoln County 10-yard line.
Get a couple of scores here just about in the second quarter.
Okay.
Parkersburg South, someone number one in AAA now, is 27-3 over John Marshall. Of course, recovering from that loss, their first loss of the season, Martinsburg now up 42-6 on number 10, Hedgesville.
Wow. First and goal, Woodrow Wilson. There's the counter play, executed beautifully. As they increase their lead to 41.
And it is. It's a well-designed offense that if you do not get penetration off the get-go, they put so much pressure on your linebackers because they've got backs crossing every play. Mm-hmm. A dive man, two backs crossing. You're not for sure where the ball is going for your linebackers. The only way to stop an offense like that is to get that initial penetration from the line, cause some havoc in the backfield, and slow them up a little bit.
Right, so with Mollahan converting his 6th extra point kick is good, and Woodrow Wilson leads Lincoln County 42-0. 16.7 seconds to go here in the first half, folks. And we're going to stay right here until halftime. Brian, a little preview for you here. The award-winning Lincoln County Marching Panther Band will be on display for everyone's halftime enjoyment. So, folks, please stay tuned for that. You're going to see their entire field show last.
So, Coach Keem doing a fantastic job with the band this year.
Very much so. So, tomorrow we wish the band well. Lincoln County return man is going to be chopped down just over the 25-yard line. We'll call it the 26. And that's where Lincoln County will set up shop with 8.5 seconds to go here in the first half.
Oh, before I forget that, I think they start with the middle school, and then they'll go into the high school division.
Right.
But, wow, there's some kids out there. There was a middle school girl that ran basically a 10-minute 2-mile.
So Blake Adkins in the shotgun, takes that shotgun snap, looking to set up a screen, and he does nicely. Makes one defender miss and picks up about 7 yards on that pitch and catch, Brian, and that the horn sounds on the first half scoreboard. Brian, it's been very one-sided here at Lions Club Field tonight as the 12th-ranked AAA team, the Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagles, showing their mettle as they lead Lincoln County 42-0. Your thoughts?
We've seen why they're number 12 in the country. I mean, the state. I mean, they come in. They've got a great offense for their skill set. You know, they've shown a little bit through the air. They can do it. I don't think it's their strength, but the fact that they run those backs the way they do, like I said, a stable of backs, they just keep bringing them in, and all of them can run, so you can't really key on one.
That's exactly right, Brian. So, folks, Brian and I are going to take a short break while you guys enjoy the halftime festivities. It's the Lincoln County High School Marching Panther Band with their show this year, A Day at the Playground. Enjoy, everybody. We'll see you back here very shortly.
No fear of overage charges, delivered on our super reliable fiber optic network. But that's not all. Zoom's enhanced Wi-Fi provides complete coverage throughout your home to the devices that need it most, and it gets better each day. Take advantage of the best value in broadband. Zoom Extreme from Armstrong. The future is faster. The future is now. Level up your internet. Zoom Extreme from Armstrong gives you unlimited data at our fastest speeds available. That means unlimited gaming, unlimited streaming, and unlimited downloading with no fear of overage charges, delivered on our super reliable fiber optic network. But that's not all. Zoom's enhanced Wi-Fi provides complete coverage throughout your home to the devices that need it most, and it gets better each day. Take advantage of the best value in broadband. Zoom Extreme from Armstrong. The future is faster. The future is now. Level up your internet. Zoom Extreme from Armstrong gives you unlimited data at our fastest speeds available. That means unlimited gaming, unlimited streaming, and unlimited downloading with no fear of overage charges, delivered on our super reliable fiber optic network. But that's...
And now, under the direction of Kimberly and David Cook, the pride of Lincoln County, the Panther Marching Band.
driveway. All of it. I'll be there after the game. I want to pick up a little bit. I was trying to. I had no take.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here with live high school Friday night football action for you from Hamlin Lions Club Field. I am Ryan Pritchard alongside my tag team partners, Mr. Brian Vance. And Brian, with about 2 minutes to go here before the third quarter will begin, recap everybody. Quick recap, Woodrow Wilson, number 12 in AAA this week here in the West Virginia computer rankings, leading comfortably at halftime, 42-0 over the hosts, Lincoln County Panthers, here on Military Appreciation Night. Brian, any scores from around the state we might want to pass along to our viewers and listeners here on the Armstrong family of networks?
And looking at AAA, Parkersburg, number 1 right now this time in the state, is rolling 41-10 over John Marshall. Number 6, Musselman, 21-13 over undefeated Morgantown right now. Spring Valley, 18-0 on an opponent coming up, Riverside. So
the future Lincoln County opponent, that's right,
absolutely.
Riverside.
Princeton's over Lord
Bethesda, Maryland?
No, not Bethesda. Bodetort, Virginia.
Right, say that 5 times fast.
Yeah, and Martinsburg, number 5, over 42-6 over number 10, Hedgesville. Hurricane rolling St. Albans 50-0. See if we can get some future opponents here. Huntington's big over Capital. Midland's big over Parkersburg, 24-3. A little bit of a surprise there. Oak Hill blanking Ripley, 27-0.
Oak Hill, another team that we've seen already, Brian. We were very impressed with that bunch of Red Devils from last week.
Yeah, 0-3 Preston actually battling it out right now with East Fairmont, who's 2-2.
Okay.
We got a little saw up here earlier, I think that was Winfield over Logan. Scott Chapmanville, number 5 against number 9. Scott leading 20-7 right now. Scott 4-0 on the season. Got a pretty good team down there in Madison.
Skyhawks doing very well this year, Brian.
Independence is rolling again, 62-0 over Westside.
Our next week's opponent, ladies and gentlemen, who are listening to us and watching our live stream and on the Armstrong cable channels, we will not be bringing you that broadcast next week, as Lincoln County will travel to Wayne, a AA power, perennial AA power, and we will be back here in a few weeks with our next home game.
Who is actually leading number 16 Nitro, 22-17 right now.
Wayne is leading
Nitro.
Wayne is
leading Nitro, 22-17.
We will keep tabs on that one as the Pioneers trying to right their season and get back to 500 football. So to begin the third quarter, Lincoln County is going to be kicking off to Woodrow Wilson. That's Gavin Goddard. I believe the ball fell off the tee there, Brian, right before Goddard kicked it.
Yeah, I think that was what happened. That's like, I don't know which you pick your poison here. If you're Lincoln County, do you kick it to number 7, who Mr. Kimball scored more than once tonight?
Honestly, I believe I would squib this, Brian, and let it maybe fall to one of the up men there. Maybe not those 2 speedsters in the back.
Absolutely,
in the back end.
I think that would be a good idea. Have we got some
discussion here? Did Goddard's foot actually make contact with the ball before it fell off the tee, Brian? I think that's the discussion here.
Mulligan.
Nope. Oh, Mulligan. All right.
Yeah, we get a Mulligan. We get a Mulligan. Little golf reference since it's President's Cup weekend.
Oh, well, there's a shot.
Go USA.
That's right, go USA.
That's
right.
Exactly 8-2 right now after the first 2 days.
All right, excellent.
Need 15.5 points to bring the trophy back to the United States.
All right, so Goddard puts his foot to it, and it's going to roll and be scooped up right around the 15-yard line.
And that's Kimball.
And Tyler Kimball delivers a blow as he crosses the 40-yard line, and he's brought down at the 44. Nice return by Kimball, Brian.
Yeah, you're going to learn when you tackle a running back like that, you better go low, bring the wood on him, because he definitely did a nice job there finishing that run.
Tylee Kimball, a senior, 6 feet, 170 pounds. And he used every bit of that 6 foot, 170 pound frame, Brian, on that kick return. First and 10, Woodrow Wilson, scrimmaging at the Lincoln County 44. Tight formation by the Flying Eagles. Ball on the ground. And it's going to be picked back up by the Woodrow Wilson ball carrier, and he's swarmed under.
Yeah, that was
a 7-yard loss.
Number 9.
Darmonte Mitchell, Brian, on that carry.
Darmonte Mitchell, okay. Yeah, and it just so happens I kept looking at that, like the ball bounces crazy. It bounces right back to him. You know, that seems like that's Lincoln County's luck right there.
You're right. So second down, and we'll call it 14 for Woodrow Wilson. Flexbone formation. Inside handoff, and he's found a gap, and he is scooting across the 30, 25-20, 15-10, 5, touchdown, Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagles.
And again, just picked his way. To be honest with you, I know you people are going to see that run. It was very patient running.
It was.
I mean, he got behind his blockers. And when you have speed, you can do that. He got behind his blockers and just kind of picked his way. Then as soon as the hole opened up, boom, hits and explodes. Nice piece of patient running there.
So it looks like Mr. Connor Mollahan. No, correction. That is number 37, Tyler Radford, in to attempt the extra point kick. And it is null and void on that one.
Little fumble. You might want to blame the holder. The snap wasn't the greatest coming back. It was kind of hit the ground a little bit there.
Probably have some new players in there for Woodrow Wilson starting this second half. So with 7:08 to go here in the third quarter, Brian, Woodrow Wilson leading Lincoln County 48-0.
And for the Panthers right now, I mean, if you're Coach Likens right now, you're still coaching your team up, and you're going to, guys, listen, let's get something positive. Let's get a score on the board. Let's get a score on the board. You know, let's get some first downs. Let's get some, again, had some positive plays at halftime. You discuss what you did wrong, where you can improve. And that's what you're doing. That's what a coach does. He teaches. And a lot of people don't realize that what you're doing. You see a game like this and you say, well, what can you gain from this? There's a lot of experience you can still going to gain from this.
Sure. Every play, my father being a former high school football coach, us being former players, one sport or another during our jaunts, every play is a teachable moment.
Absolutely.
Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. Every play you can learn something. And, you know, we tell people all the time, you look through your high school careers when you get to our age, and it's that journey to get there, the journey, the work that you put in.
Sure.
Those are the memories you're going to have, that journey, more so than even wins and losses. You know, this camaraderie that you build up.
So Tyler Radford tees it up, and he's going to kick off for Woodrow Wilson. Puts his foot to it. Short end over end kick goes out of bounds, and that will be a penalty against Woodrow Wilson. And, Brian, we've only seen maybe 2 flags this whole half. It's been a very clean game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well played.
That might have been the second flag we've seen the whole game.
I believe so.
Hey, well, we got a moment here. If anybody got a chance to watch Channel 3 WSAZ News.
You beat me by 5 seconds.
Our very own Calvin Ashworth won the Hometown Hero Award. So congratulations, Mr. Calvin Ashworth. And listen, anybody around this area knows Calvin and appreciates Calvin, but it's nice to see him get recognition from people around the state.
Very well-deserved award for Mr. Ashworth and his tireless efforts here with the upkeep and the welfare of Lions Club Field, Brian.
Absolutely. I mean, a little reverse here.
Lincoln County trying to get outside. He shakes one. He shakes two. Gets a block from a third. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds right at midfield. And I think that's going to be enough, Brian, for a Lincoln County first down. Lucas Joe Haim on that carry on the reverse.
Yeah, did a nice little job of breaking that first. Once you get by that tackle, that first tackle, you know, my father-in-law, Bill Elkins, used to sit there and tell me, he goes, you know, when your teams were good, when you had that one guy, every offensive play is designed to put your guy one-on-one with one of their guys. And when you win more of those battles, you're going to be successful.
Right. So 1st and 10, Lincoln County at their own 47. Sweep to the left, and that's going to be blown up in the backfield by the initial pursuit of the Woodrow Wilson defensive line. 2-yard loss on that play, Brian, pushing the ball back to the 45.
Yeah, that was that old I guess, Doug, you really kind of made this pass with Tavon Austin, that little touch pass. So it is actually a forward pass.
It is a forward pass.
If you fumbled, it's not a fumble. It's a forward pass.
Right. So 2nd down and 12 for Lincoln County. And now Lincoln County's back's running with a little bit of purpose. Picks up a nice 4 or 5 yards on that carry, bringing up 3rd down and still long, but
You got 2
call it
downs.
9, Brian.
Yeah, you got 2 downs to get this. Then if you can get something in that 5 to 6 yard range here, still making it a manageable 4th down. We don't want to see 4th and 9.
Right. So 3rd down and 9, 2 receivers split to the right, 1 split far wide left. Adkins gives it to his running back, and he's going to be met at the hole, and he's going to push forward right to the midfield line for a 1 yard gain, bringing up 4th down, and we'll call it 8.
And I think at this point right now, if you're Lincoln County, you're definitely going to go for it. Definitely probably going to go to the air, so see if we can give Blake some time and see if he can maybe hook up with Joe Heem or some of the receivers here.
1 receiver split wide left to the top of your screen, 2 receivers split to the bottom of your screen. And he is under duress yet again, Brian, and he's going to be brought down right at the line of scrimmage by the pursuit of the Flying Eagle defense, and they're going to snuff out that drive by Lincoln County as that was 4th down, and the Flying Eagles take over on the right side of the 50 at the Lincoln County 48.
I think we had some miscommunication on the left-hand side. Number 70, I looked, one of the defensive linemen just came untouched. I mean, just left him alone, and he just took off. Now, he didn't make the tackle, but he was the one that caused Blake having to move out of the way to step up, and then pursuit comes.
So 1st down, Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagles, 5:08 to go here in the 3rd as they come off their sideline. Looks like we've got some new jerseys out there, Brian, for Beckley.
Oh, yeah, for Beckley, it's the same thing here. You're looking at your future here, so.
All right, I've got a penalty flag on the play, I do believe.
False
That'll
start.
be a delay of game against Woodrow Wilson as they didn't get that play off in time, and we'll back it up 5 yards and try it again.
Yeah, but the same thing, like I said, if you're the coach for Woodrow Wilson right now, you definitely got this game in a comfortable lead, but what you're doing now is you're seeing, okay, let's get these guys some good reps here.
Right.
Again, for both teams right now, I know it's a lopsided game, but there's still processes to get better. And that's what you're doing right now for both teams, just trying to make sure some of your guys get a little bit better, learn something new every day.
So after the 5 yard delay of game penalty, it'll be 1st and 15 for Woodrow Wilson. He'll snap the ball at their own 44. Another delay of game against the offense. And the newcomers having trouble getting out of the huddle there, Brian. And you're going to see that.
And you know what, though? This is still going to – the coach is not going to be happy about this.
No, there may be some extra wind sprints come Monday.
Hey, you still got to perform, and that's what the coach would tell you.
That's exactly right. So 1st down, we'll call it 20 for Woodrow Wilson. Tight formation. There's that inside sweep. And the Lincoln County defense ready for that challenge as they stuff it right at the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard on the play, bringing up 2nd down and long for Beckley.
Now, that was number 8, but I don't think that's who we had as number 8.
Well, we only have one number 8.
So that might have been Mitchell with that carry.
It may have been. So 2nd down, long for Woodrow Wilson at their own 44. Another off-tackle play by the offense, brought down by a host of Panther defenders. Met nicely after about a 3 yard gain, moving the ball over the 45-yard line to the 46. It'll be 3rd down, and we'll call it 14.
Yeah, Noah Burrell, sophomore, 5'8", 153, with his first carry, I think, tonight.
Tackle made by Lincoln County's Logan Spinagle. And it's going to be 3rd down and long for the Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagles. Inside trap play, executed nicely as the gentleman springs free to the 40. 35-30, tripped up at the 25-yard line. Trying to see that gentleman's number who made the carry. That's Noah Burrell once again, Brian, with a nice chunk play for the Eagles. Brought down by Sawyer Tomlin. 1st and 10, Woodrow Wilson at the Lincoln County 25-yard line.
These Lincoln County numbers, I can tell you, I love the jerseys, but they are hard to see.
Okay, so penalty flags fly as Lincoln County started to move, but so did the Woodrow Wilson offense. That's going to be a false start penalty. 5 yards, mark it off, and we'll replay first down.
I think we found with their offense, no down or distance, they're a quick strike offense.
They most definitely are, Brian. First down, 15 yards to go from the Panther 30. Flexbone formation gives it to the fullback straight up the middle. That gentleman's going to be brought down after a gain of maybe a yard.
Brings up second and about, 14? Is that 14 and 7/8?
Sure, absolutely. Absolutely, 14 and 7/8. 8/9, is there something? 8/9, maybe? All right, so second down and 14 and 7/8. I like that, right? We'll stick with
We'll go with that one.
And again, no variation in the offense, just variation of the players. As Woodrow Wilson still sticking to the game plan, running that flex bone. And they're just dives and off tackles here, Ryan. And hard, bring it up third down, we'll call it 12.
But if anyone's played sports, it's that rapid things. Little things make a difference, and you may
do.
see, I mean, just inches in football matter just as much as yards.
Sure they do. Sure they do. Third down and long for Woodrow Wilson. Takes and gives it to his man, sweeping to the right. That's number 21, Connor Ray. And he's going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage. Move the ball forward for about a half a yard gain. It's going to be fourth down, and we'll call it 11. 1:33 to go here in the third quarter. Woodrow Wilson comfortably in front, 48-0.
I think I would key on number 12, Mr. Burrell, that just came into the ball game here. I believe I would find him.
Flexbone formation by the Eagles. Man in motion. That's Devin Richardson on the quarterback rollout to his right. He's looking, fires, and that ball's going to hit the grass here at Lions Club Field and fall incomplete. So Lincoln County's defense holds, Brian, and it's going to be first down Panthers at their own 27.
Yeah, pretty good defense. They had pretty good coverage that time. I mean, the quarterback did a nice job breaking contain, showed some wheels to get outside. He's pretty quick and just really had nowhere to go with the ball.
Right.
So he tried to force one in there.
So here comes Lincoln County's offense out for another drive here in the second half. 1:07 to go here in the third. Lincoln County looking for some, as my colleague Brian Vance said, something to work for and work with for the remainder of this contest.
Well, there's definitely no one deep. So they brought the free safety up. It looks like it's straight man coverage.
Adkins back to pass, swings it over to his left, and that's going to fall incomplete. He had a guy there. Again, pressure in his face. Messes up the timing on that play, Brian, and brings up second down.
Yep, got to put a little more air into that one, just a little bit. That screen pass sometimes is a little hard to throw because it's a little bit of a touch pass. Like you said, when you got someone in your face, it just makes it that much more difficult.
Brian, if memory serves, a screen pass, the way you exit it is you let the defense through.
But you hold them for a second. You're supposed to hold them for usually count of one, count of two, then let them go, and then you peel off.
Okay, so second down to 10, Lincoln County. Man in motion from the bottom of your screen to the top. Adkins straight drop back. He's looking long and deep, and he's got a man. And it's going to be broken up, and the flag flies. I believe we're going to have pass interference against the Beckley defense. And, Brian, that ball was up for grabs, and sometimes those 50-50 balls are ones you got to come down with, but it looks like this one's going to pay off for Lincoln County.
Yeah, that was nice job. I think that's number, is that Lucas Johane?
I believe it was.
And it was a little bit underthrown, so he does a nice job coming up trying to go back from it. And the defender really had pretty good position, but those underthrow balls, it's so hard to.
Right.
I mean, it's just almost impossible.
When the receiver slows down and you end up actually colliding with the receiver, that's it. That's going to draw that flag almost every time.
And then if he'd have turned his head, if he'd looked back, probably would have been no call. But
right. So first and 10, Lincoln County. Adkins in the pistol formation. Play action to his right. Throws it off to, I believe that's Drew Banks, who does a nice piece of running.
I like that because it was a nice quick throw. You got your running back out into space. He had a nice open lane, and it was something, a little quick hitter, and it ended up being a nice first down.
Right, 13-yard gain on the pitch and catch, and Lincoln County crosses the 50 over to the Woodrow Wilson 46. 30 seconds to go here on a rolling clock in the third. Adkins in the pistol formation, 2 receivers, 1 split each way, 1 coming in motion. Dump pass to the little screen, little dump off pass there. It's going to pick up about 4, maybe 5 yards on that play, Brian. And again, Panthers moving forward here.
Yeah, again, that was a nice little play there, a little inside screen. If we could have got maybe 1 or 2 just little chip blocks on that one, they could have broke that for a big game. But again, there you go. It's something positive to bring up here at the end of the third quarter.
That's right, Brian. So Woodrow Wilson leading comfortably here at Lions Club Field. It's Military Appreciation Night. So if you know a veteran or an active service member, thank them for their service. We'll be right back after this brief word.
Speeds available. That means unlimited gaming, unlimited streaming, and unlimited downloading with no fear of overage charges, delivered on our super reliable fiber optic network. But that's not all. Zoom's enhanced Wi-Fi provides complete coverage throughout your home to the devices that need it most, and it gets better each day. Take advantage of the best.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at Lions Club Field. Panthers looking to keep the ball moving. Adkins has a man wide open, and it's caught at the 20, 15, 10, back down at the 6-yard line before he could get into the end zone on a nice pitch and catch from Blake Adkins to Austin Adkins. And Lincoln County set it up 1st and goal at the 5.
Blake did a nice job that time stepping up, by himself a little bit of time, and there was a blown coverage, and he caught him wide open, and then just uncorked it after that.
So Lincoln County, no huddle. They go quickly here. 3 receivers split to the right, 1 to the left. Adkins rolling to the right in the direction of those 3 receivers. Looking, finds a man in the back of the end zone, and it's caught for the Panther touchdown. Nice pitch and catch from Blake Adkins on the 5-yard score. That was Stephen Adkins on the reception. Thank you, Mr. John Smith, for that. And Lincoln County going for 2 points. Adkins takes. He's rolling to his right, looking. He's got a man right there in the shallow of the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and it is caught and converted.
Nice. See, that's that.
Lucas Johaim on that 2-point conversion catch. So with 6:26 to go, Brian, here in the contest, Lincoln County showing signs of life, fighting, and they're on the scoreboard, trailing 48-8.
And that's absolutely this process you keep talking about. So that's something you can build upon. That was a nice little drive, set up by the big play, of course. But after that big play, instead of sticking in the end zone, there was 2 nice plays. I love the play call. You get your quarterback out on the edge, and they flooded the zone on the first touchdown pass, so the defender had to make a choice. They go the short guy, the deep guy. Didn't see the deep guy behind him. Blake makes a nice read, touchdown. And then you saw the 2-point conversion here was just like get the tight end out in the flat, and wide open. So, again, well ran, well-designed play, executed perfectly, and you get a touchdown.
Right. So with 6:26 to go here in the ball game, folks, Lincoln County still trailing 48-8. But again, as my colleague Brian Vance alluded to, Lincoln County showing signs of life, getting themselves up off the canvas, dusting themselves off, and putting together a nice drive.
Absolutely. And that's what you like to see, especially out of your younger players. You know, we're playing. We're playing, man. We're having fun. We're playing.
6.5 minutes to go, yes.
That's exactly right. Yeah, if you're in Lincoln County, like, let's put another one on the board. Let's stop them, put another one on the board.
So Gavin Goddard puts the boot to it, and he kicks it off, and it's fielded at the 20, 25, 30, 35, squirts through the whole 40, and then dives and rolls forward to about the 43-yard line where Woodrow Wilson will set up shop, 1st and 10.
Yeah, nice run. And you can see they hit the hole. They explode through it. And you see they're trying to deliver the blow, and that guy comes through there. Right. He kind of just got himself a little tripped up there. He may have took that one to the house.
I remember my father always saying, if you are the return guy and you have it, you have to be fearless.
A little bit nuts. just a little bit nuts. You really do have
Well,
to.
he may have said that too.
Because you got to go full speed. And like I said, most of the time you see when they're broken, it's because they've made one cut and boom, gone.
I'll never forget my father's philosophy too, Brian, and you may hearken to this and may even get a chuckle out of this. He says, now look, when they kick off to you and you catch it, you have to run like people are chasing you because they are.
They are. That's exactly right.
So there's a nice play right up the gut by the Woodrow Wilson offense. He's going to surge forward for about an 11-yard gain. Let's see if they move the sticks, and they do. 1st and 10, Woodrow Wilson. On their first play, Brian, on this drive, picks up 11.
Yeah, nice. Again, at that time there, they really did control the line of scrimmage. It was probably 4 yards deep before the running back gets his first contact.
So 1st and 10, Woodrow Wilson, as they show that flex bone formation once again with all the misdirection and trap plays upcoming. Quarterback under center takes.
That inside off tackle.
Inside off tackle, number 21. That's Connor Ray again on the carry. He's a sophomore, 6 feet, 165 pounds. And Ray is going to pick up about 7 yards on that carry, Brian, bringing up 2nd down, and we'll call it 3.
Yeah, this offensive line and this driver here, this backup offensive line is really doing a nice job. They're moving as one unit, as they always say.
Right. Flex bone formation once again as the quarterback looks over the defense and then gets under center. There's that inside handoff sweeping to the right, Brian. It's going to be pursued from behind very nicely by the Lincoln County defense, and it's going to be a loss on the play of about 2 yards.
Yeah, that's a nice job because they missed a block on the backside, and he never gave up. Came down the line of scrimmage, and as soon as the running back slowed down just a little bit to make that cut, boom, he's there. Nice pursuit.
Nice pursuit there by the Lincoln County defense. 3rd down and 5 for Woodrow Wilson. Quarterback under center takes, gives it to his fullback. Nice surge forward.
Still moving the pile.
Still moving the pile. Nope, the ball carrier is back here, folks. That's just the pile.
I saw the one Lincoln County defender like, where y'all going?
And here is an old adage. You don't stop until the whistle blows.
That's exactly right. You don't stop until the whistle blows.
So that young man picks up about 3 yards on that carry, brings up 4th down and 3. Crucial down here for the Lincoln County defense.
See if they can get off the field. Nice push for the interior line, and I don't think he's going to get it.
I don't think he's going to get there, Brian. And the Lincoln County Panther defense holds. And with 2:51 to go here in the 4th quarter, the Panther offense is going to take over at their own 40.
I haven't mentioned something on this broadcast. Big shout out to my Mountaineers last night with the big win over the Chokies. Dare I say that?
Oh, the Virginia Tech Chokies, is it? All right. Well, anytime you can win in Blacksburg, Virginia, Brian, at Lane Stadium, you're saying something.
Hey, I told him last night, if anybody watched the game, and I hate to admit this, but when that entrance with Enter Sandman is pretty impressive. It does. It brings chill bumps on you. It's pretty impressive. And it's always a tough place to go getting anything. I mean, if you get a win there, it's a big win. So
nice resounding win for the Mountaineers. Absolutely right. And that was almost they had their get-right game the week before, I want to say, against Towson.
Yep.
And then, of course, that momentum carried right over down to Blacksburg. Big rivalry there between the Hokies and the Mountaineers.
Well, as we said, the Black Diamond Trophy will come back to Morgantown, and there's no games on the schedule. Should it be there for just a while? We'll just keep that back up there in Morgantown. and then see if Marshall can come back this week. I mean, again, in the Sun Belt anymore, there are no off days, are they?
No, the Sun Belt, Fun Belt.
Fun Belt,
as they're calling
absolutely.
it now. The Fun Belt as that nickname has been coined by a lot of us in the media and whatnot. And, yeah, Marshall makes that arduous trip down to Troy, Alabama tomorrow evening to take on the Trojans.
And if anybody wonders how good they are, then you missed the Appy State game. Because they had Appy State beat, and
they
Appy
did.
threw the Hail Mary.
Appy Mary, 53 yards away, last play, heave it up.
I mean, like I said,
anything happened.
And then anybody watch Coastal last night just keeps rolling along the Chanticleers.
I'm telling you, Brian, I think this new Sun Belt Conference is just what Marshall needed, and the other teams that are now in there as well. It's a really, really good conference.
So there's no off weeks no more.
No.
None.
No more off weeks at all, you're right. So 2nd down and 11 for Lincoln County. Got a gentleman in at quarterback. He's going to be sacked in the backfield. Big loss. Nice pursuit by the Flying Eagles, Brian, on that defensive push.
Yeah, there was not much happening there. That was number 28, Zach Turley, freshman. And there was just nothing going from the get-go from that play. As soon as he snapped the ball, they were on top of him.
We've got a minute and a half to go here in the game, folks, as we see some of the younger players in there getting some, like my colleague said, valuable playing time, Brian, and varsity experience here in a varsity game.
Absolutely. This is your future coming. You got to teach these guys just like you're teaching them, just like they started the game.
And there's a handoff, and he's going to be tackled in the backfield. Nice defensive push by that young man from Woodrow Wilson. Going to bring up a 4th down and long for Lincoln County as the clock is winding and we are under a minute to go here, folks, at Lions Club Field here on Military Appreciation Night. Lincoln County clad in their camouflage jerseys and Woodrow Wilson wearing their traditional maroon and white. Lincoln County's going to take and hand off to the first man through on a little quick hitter, a little dive play there. It's going to pick up a yard, maybe 2, and it's going to be a turnover on downs as Woodrow Wilson will take over for these remaining 28 seconds. With the clock running, Brian, actually Woodrow Wilson does not have to take another snap as we're under 20.
Yep.
Let's see what they do with these young boys here. Maybe one more play.
They may let him run more play. I don't know if those going to keep him in the huddle, it looks like. Down to 9. Again, I think that will do it here from Lions Club Field.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that horn has sounded, signaling the end of tonight's game. Panthers come out on the losing end of this one as the 12th ranked team in the state of West Virginia in Class AAA, the Beckley Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagles, take care of business and handle their own here at Hamlin Lions Club Field. Brian, your thoughts on tonight's game and the upcoming rest of the season for the Lincoln County Panthers, as well as Woodrow Wilson?
I'll start with Woodrow Wilson. They're going to be something to be dealt with in AAA.
I believe you're right.
I love their offense. I love their skill players. I think their line does a pretty good job up front. So they're going to be a tough out. I mean, you're going to have to play really well to beat them. Unfortunately, they're going to see some really good competition. But, again, I think a break here, you could see them going to Wheeling. I mean, I think they have that type of talent. For Lincoln County, again, it's just another learning experience from the coach. I mean, you're 5 games in. You still got 5 games to go. You can still get better every day, and you need to tell your players every day at practice, we're here to improve every single day. And if you make those little adjustments, those little things, those little bit of effort, success will come.
You're right, Brian. So, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of my tag team partner and colleague, Mr. Brian Vance, I am merely Ryan Pritchard. We will be signing off here on the Armstrong family of networks. Our next game will be in a few weeks as Lincoln County will be on the road next week traveling to Wayne, West Virginia to take on the Pioneers of Wayne High School. So we will be back here at Lions Club Field in a few weeks, and we hope to see you then for our next broadcast. In the meantime, the answer to the trivia question we did not ask tonight are the University of California Santa Cruz Banana Slugs. Ladies and gentlemen, please take care of yourselves and each other, and we'll see you next time right here on the Armstrong family of networks. Good night, everybody.